Hello, I'm Mr. Katora. I am the More Able Coordinator here at Heston. This presentation is for Key Stage 3 and Key Stage 4 More Able students, and it's intended to offer information about what we do here at the school and what you can do at home. At Heston, we are committed to ensuring our students develop a mindset that prepares them both to enjoy academic success and equip them effectively for adult life. Our core value is that every child can achieve regardless of background and ability if they embrace every failure as an opportunity to reflect, learn, and improve themselves. Research has consistently shown that parental involvement in a child's education does make a positive difference to achievement, and it's widely recognised that if students are to maximise their potential from schooling, they will need the full support and engagement of their parents. There are two main ways that you can support your child. First way to support your child is just keep reminding them about the opportunities that are in school. For example, asking your child if they've spoken to their drama teacher or their science teacher about the opportunities that you're going to learn in this presentation. The second thing is to make sure that you have a productive time at home. Mainly this involves reading the right sort of books. We're going to be looking at different subjects, and Heston has a wide, more able offer across all subjects, and it's important to be aware of these opportunities to ensure your child engages with what is available at school. Unfortunately, COVID-19 restrictions might mean that clubs, societies, to mixed year group extracurricular activities, production, singing, and trips may not be running. But this presentation has given you the full flavour of what Heston is able to do without COVID-19 restrictions. COVID-19 restrictions may prevent certain things from running for the foreseeable future and for the time being. It doesn't necessarily mean that we will not be able to run these events in the future. The second thing you can do is take part in productive home activities. Creating a challenging home environment with reading at the core is absolutely key to making sure your child succeeds. However, COVID-19 restrictions might mean that the museums, local libraries and businesses that are suggested in this presentation may not be open at the current time of watching. We'll now go through each departmental area. On the left-hand side is what we do here at Heston, and on the right-hand side is what you can do at home to make sure you have productive home activities. Between English and the Learning Resource Centre, Heston offers a wide range of opportunities for students to express their creativity, including manga club, a seasonal story and poetry competition, and author visits. The English department also offer a range of theatre trips and performances, such as The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime for the more able Year 10 students, and an Inspector Calls for all of Year 11. It's also important to note at Key Stage 3 we run a cross-curricular programme called Drop Everything and Read. This provides all students with 30 minutes across all their subjects to engage in silent reading. It's important for children to read regularly because this is the best way to improve reading and writing skills, as well as develop concentration and memory. Students should read a variety of fiction and non-fiction. They need a varied and broad reading diet, and that's what you can provide at home. This could include newspaper and magazine articles, blogs, autobiographies, graphic novels, manga and textbooks. Crucially though, whatever students read, it must be appropriately challenging. Some popular books, such as Harry Potter or The Diary of a Wimpy Kid, are appropriate for younger readers. Ideally, reading material should include 2 to 3 words on each page which they are unfamiliar with. This will extend the student vocabulary, particularly if they take the time to look up the meanings of new words in a dictionary. For an easy way to find books which are age appropriate for your child, use the Book Finder function from the Book Trust website. In addition, the Hounslow Library, when the COVID-19 restrictions are lifted, offers a range of reading material, as well as holiday workshops and author visits. Older students can also volunteer to support with reading challenges during the summer holidays, which can then further develop their own literacy and allow them to share a passion for reading. At Key Stage 4, it is useful to buy your child a copy of the set texts so that they can make the necessary annotations and reread them at home. BBC Bitesize is also an excellent revision resource. YouTubers like Mr. Bruff also offer high-quality revision videos to support at Key Stage 4. If it is at all possible, it can also help to watch plays in production or film versions to develop students' appreciation for literature. You can go into central London and go to the Prince Charles Cinema, the Electric Cinema in Notting Hill, the British Library in Bloomsbury, the Globe Theatre on the South Bank, the National Theatre also on the South Bank, BFI also on the South Bank, and the Barbican Centre. These are all great places which you can make sure that there is a productive activity to do at home. At Heston, the Mathematics Department offers the more able the chance to participate in the UK Mathematics Trust Challenges. For more able mathematicians at Key Stage 4, GCSE Further Mathematics is offered to those with strong algebra skills. Entry to GCSE Further Mathematics in Year 10 opens up the possibility of taking GCSE Statistics in Year 11. More able mathematicians should also remember that the UK Mathematics Trust Challenges continue in Years 10 and 11. At home, to support a more able mathematician, it is primarily about recognising that your child needs a lot of challenging practice. Your child at Key Stage 3 should be doing at least 4 hours of mathematics a week to keep their skills sharp. To fill these 4 hours with quality practice, your child should work through the Shanghai Maths project books at home. Each section should take 2 hours to complete. You should make sure that contact with your child's maths teacher with their homework diary has taken place so that you know which section to start on. As well as this, Dr. Frost Maths is an excellent resource with video and lesson materials explaining the entire Key Stage 3 course. As well as this, Maths Watch is a fantastic tool that the school offers for children. At Key Stage 4, more able mathematicians should be doing mathematics every single day. 45 minutes of practice on top of the homework set at school should be the minimum that you should watch out for. As well as Dr. Frost Maths, students should expose themselves to GCSE Further Mathematics course and attempt challenging problems at the Enrich website. The most challenging books are found on the UK Mathematics Trust website. The yearbooks are an excellent resource to fully challenge your child. At Heston, there are numerous extracurricular opportunities for more able scientists, which include a weekly Key Stage 3 Science Club, COVID restrictions allowing, Crest Awards, Physics Connect workshops, Top of the Bench, and the spring term Key Stage 4 STEM Club. There is an annual STEM Careers Fair for all Year 9 students that have selected separate science GCSE, in which students can question professionals and university students from a range of science and engineering backgrounds. Each year we invite a range of speakers to advise and inspire Year 10 separate scientists, supporting them in the actions they need to take to reach their scientific career goals. And finally, we encourage our more able students to take part in a range of competitions, from British Science Week posters, Space Week essays, and wildlife photography competitions, all the way to biology, chemistry and physics Olympiads. At home, a very simple and effective action that parents can take is to check your child's homework and ask them one question. Are you proud of the work you've done? We want every child to challenge themselves to produce the best work they can, rather than create a rushed attempt. Science is a very content-driven subject. More able students must first build a solid foundation and be able to recall the basic facts before they can move on to more challenging questions. Your child has been given access to Educate, an online program that quizzes students to check their scientific knowledge. Our most successful students have completed tens of thousands of independent questions. Websites such as BBC Bitesize, Primrose Kitten, Seneca, and free science lessons, or the revision guides and workbooks provided by CGP, are an excellent resource to support your child to succeed in science. Key Stage 4 students also have a bank of practice exam questions on the Heston shared area. Challenging texts we would recommend include A Black Hole is Not a Hole, Women in Science, 50 Fearless Pioneers Who Changed the World, and How to Fossilize Your Hamsters. Exhibitions or museums we would recommend include going to the Natural History Museum, the Kew Royal Botanical Gardens, Bodyworks in London, and the Science Museum. The Transport Museum and Brunel Museum are also very good places to go to too. For the Business, Economics and Computer Science department, we offer a coding club for Key Stage 3, COVID restrictions permitting, and all students are given access to the Financial Times to build up their cultural capital and their knowledge about the world. At home, it's important you encourage your child to program regularly. At Key Stage 3, definitely your child should be practicing their programming regularly. Code Academy, for example, is a free website that can be used by students to learn how to code. Your child should practice Python, as this is used heavily in industry. Programming is just like learning a language, so doing a little bit every week is much better than doing a lot in a single day. Support your child by helping them manage their times to become regular coders. For example, going on Code Academy to learn the basics of Python, and they can go to code.org to explore a range of courses from scripting to game development. All our resources for Key Stage 3 are available on the Heston Shared Area. Please help your child to carry out some pre-reading regularly. At Key Stage 4, all students have been issued an online textbook. This is available through Active Learn on RM Unify. Textbooks for all our subjects have several different activities in each chapter that the students can complete at home. The GCSE Business and Computer Science textbooks extends this to exam-type questions. To help your child at home, regularly question your child on where they are in their textbook and ask if they've completed pre-reading and questions for upcoming lessons. It is important at Key Stage 4 to read the business news on a news website and keep up to date with current affairs. It would help the school if you encourage your child to access the Financial Times and read it regularly. At home, you could also watch the business section of the news. As with Key Stage 3, regular exposure to current affairs and wider reading is far more helpful for your child than a single day of intense reading. In lessons, students are set extension tasks and set tasks which require analytical and evaluative skills. Students are provided with models of exceptional work that they're challenged to recreate. Outside of lessons, universities have delivered sessions and students have been provided the opportunity to take part in competitions where they are competing against other schools. Examples include UCL coming to deliver a workshop on earthquakes and a project the students did with British Petroleum. The key thing parents can do to support their child is to encourage the development of a wide range and in-depth subject knowledge. You should be regularly asking them to tell you not just about what they are currently learning about, but also what they learnt about last term or even last year. Students will be unable to produce high-quality written work at any key stage if their subject knowledge is not secure. To help with this, parents can look on the school website or ask what topics the students are currently studying and have studied. Encourage them to use the internet to find out extra knowledge about those topics. At Key Stage 3, the BBC provides many online resources to help with this. Students can visit their local library to also find books that will help them develop their subject knowledge. Trips to museums are similarly useful. For example, the Natural History Museum, the Imperial War Museum, or the Cabinet War Rooms. In Year 10, specifically for geography, you can encourage your child to independently create quizzes on EduCake so they can test and develop their subject knowledge. In history, the students have been provided with quiz questions which they can be tested on to make sure their subject knowledge is secure. In art, drama and PE, the more able provision comes from extracurricular clubs. Your child should ask their teacher whether the extracurricular clubs are running in light of the COVID-19 restrictions. Art is an academic subject with a 50% focus on written assessment at GCSE, and at Year 10 and Year 11 students should be working a minimum of 3 hours per week at home on their sketchbooks. Students need to be prepared to work longer when there are submission deadlines. This means at Key Stage 3 and Key Stage 4, students should have had the opportunity to visit an art exhibition or gallery, the space and time to focus on their art studies, and a small stock of basic art materials at home to work with. With DT, food and nutrition, at home, Year 10 and 11 students should be working a minimum of 3 hours per week at home on their coursework or revision activities. For design and technology, even at Key Stage 3, visiting the Design Museum or Mercedes World to look at products and vehicle design would be beneficial. For food and nutrition, simply noticing what you eat as a family and trying out new recipes would help their performance at Key Stage 3 and Key Stage 4. Lastly, be aware of the academic and written content of these subjects. 60% of these courses are written assessments, so students at Key Stage 4 should be actively revising and using past examination material. For drama and dance, supporting your child in drama and dance is best done by exposing them to the richness that is on our doorstep. For example, you could buy a membership for your child for £10 to be a member of the Young Lyric, which is associated with the Lyric Theatre in Hammersmith. Membership includes reduced price tickets and the opportunity to audition to participate in productions at the theatre. You can take your child to the theatre. It doesn't have to mean spending a lot of money in central London. The Orange Tree in Richmond or Questors Theatre in Ealing stage excellent productions. You can visit the Royal Ballet. You can watch some age-appropriate films which are classified under the genre of drama, dance or musical theatre. You can visit the V&A Museum. You can sign up to the Stage online, which has theatre and dance articles. You can go on a tour of the Globe Theatre, the Royal Opera House, or the National Theatre. And you can also read theatre reviews online or in paper format from the broadsheet newspapers. For physical education, the Chief Medical Officer's guidelines recommend that all children should be taking part in 60 minutes of physical activity each day. Unfortunately, research indicates that only 33% of children are exercising for more than 30 minutes a day. Encouraging your child to be physically active is the biggest way you can support them to achieve higher grades in all subjects. To further develop your child's progress in PE, we would recommend joining a local sports team. By joining a local sports team, students will then receive specialist coaching, which will further develop their game and tactical knowledge, building on what has been taught in lessons. In modern foreign languages, more able students have the opportunity to visit Royal Holloway, where they get a tour of the university and they can find out about career pathways with languages. The department also encourages students to go on the France trip. This school trip can ignite their passion for learning outside the classroom. It is a great experience of another country and culture, which has helped our previous students become more confident in a foreign environment. For the productive activities at home, it's important for parents to realise that students are required to learn the vocabulary on a regular basis. Revision sessions should be spread out to allow students to be more productive. Year 10 students are given a vocabulary booklet provided by the exam board. Independent learning should take place regularly at home. From an early stage, students must be able to produce sentences using 1 to 3 tenses. They need to use 3 tenses from Year 9. The Modern Foreign Languages Department has purchased a range of textbooks and revision workbooks for Key Stage 4 classes to use in the lesson. When completing a listening task at home, students are expected to use the transcript during the second listening in order to support their learning. Students are also expected to translate the key vocabulary from the transcript. Students should use the BBC French website at bbc.co.uk/languages/French for Key Stage 3 and Key Stage 4. Students should also use Duolingo, and it's a fun and addictive way of practicing the language online.